Hi, and welcome to the Green Card with me, Katie Green. This week, I'm speaking to the very talented Aaron McCann. Very excited to have him here. We're going deep in this episode. Look at us. What a vibe. We're getting vulnerable. Like, listen, subscribe. I think I'm saying that wrong. I think it's like, comment, subscribe. I think you're already listening. I hope. Otherwise, nope, it'll be worth it. Okay.
Love and affection, what role does it play in my life? Well, I feel like the current role that love plays in my life is...
Right, well, I've got an hour left on this SD card, and I don't know how to clear it, so I think that limits us.
Okay.
Better speak fast. I guess we can't add any extra sounds, because I don't want it to take up my SD card.
Yeah. So no soundboard? How do you even operate? Oh, you use your feet?
I use
Great.
Yeah, but that's just for Patreon. They can see me use a soundboard with my feet.
Nice. That's a good selling point.
Yeah, so subscribe to me on Patreon, and you can get all exclusive foot soundboard content.
Are we going now? This is it?
Oh, that is what every guest has said.
No, it's good. I like it.
So far. Look, I'm just trying to be a strong, independent woman.
You're succeeding.
Am I? I don't think I am.
In phases, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
How so? Well, let me tell you why I started this podcast. I started this podcast because I just got my visa.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And as soon as I got the visa, because I had this theory that as soon as I got something, because you know when you're working on something for so long, you're like, as soon as I get it, my life will be sorted out. Like I'll figure out.
No, that never happens.
Yeah, never happens.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, once I get the visa, I'm like gonna have a boyfriend. And I'm like gonna like be really successful, and like all these things are gonna just add up because like all my energy has been spent on this visa. And then I get the visa, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so alone.
The visa boyfriend thing is an interesting association, you know?
Well, I think that with everything, I'm like, okay, well, I'm here at the boxing gym. Where's the boyfriend?
But then you'll get a boyfriend, and then there'll be like something else that you're like, oh my god, I need this.
Yeah.
You know? That's just how humans are.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. I just still like to get the fucking boyfriend. Okay, can I just make that happen, please? My God, is it that hard?
No,
is.
it'll come naturally. You
Yeah.
can't seek it out, otherwise you'll end up with someone who is, not great.
But I mean, look at us. We've not been seeking anything, and we're still ending up with people who aren't great.
That's true. But as our fellow friend Hattie Preston said last night, I'm very good at being alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Every 4 years, I'll come into contact with someone, and I'm like, fuck, this is
You're
gonna be like
fucking up my life.
this is gonna be at least 6 months of just like trying to bounce back.
Right.
That's which is a terrible thing to think when you see someone. You don't see like a nice, healthy, possible relationship. You see, oh yeah, you're gonna be the reason I gain like 3 stone.
Do you find that in the moment? Because I will find that. Because I mean, for context, both of us are going through. We're going through it. You know, we're doing the thing. The thing is not being stable. We're doing it. We're doing it so well.
Well, I find like it's weird because like I find that like most areas of life I'm pretty content with, and then the relationship thing I'm like, yeah, that's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also not like I don't like actively seek it out, because then that's how you end up like with someone that is just shite, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I feel like I think the getting over heartbreak is like, what am I meant to, how is that supposed to happen, you know?
I don't think there's not like a set like time or things you can do. The best thing you can do is just essentially distract yourself, and then eventually get to the point where you're like, oh, I don't really like care as much anymore.
Yeah.
And then that's a good sign. And eventually you get to a stage where you'll see the person and feel nothing. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they die.
I mean, that's happened.
You've had an ex die?
Well, I've not had an ex die, but I've had a guy who
Is there anything you don't want to talk about? Katie asked me before we started, she's like, is there anything you don't want to talk about? And I was like, no, I probably overshare if anything. And now I feel like I'm walking into waters here that...
No, well...
And we're back.
We're back in the room. Okay, so for me going through and something ending, or me feeling like I need to stop, like I need to move on.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading some books.
Okay. I see some of these
I've
books.
got some books.
They're color-coded.
They're color-coded because I dated a guy with OCD, so I was like, just in case he comes over.
That's useful, though. You took someone from that person that
Yeah.
is, you know, now
I
you have
mean,
a nice bookshelf.
He'd have to walk through the rest of my flat, which is a mess. But I'm like, the bookshelf.
The bookshelf's where you get to
Just
flex.
look at the bookshelf.
Yeah.
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 But so I've been reading. I'm doing just some reading. I read this book, Why Men Love Bitches. Do we know this book?
That's great. No, I've heard you talk
We talked about this
before.
But you know, the one that was actually good because I felt like that book was bullshit. I read, Don't Text Your Ex Happy Birthday.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I called him, but stupid book.
You called them to say happy birthday?
Yeah, I was like, don't text him. Cool, no worries. I'll call you. No big deal. I called 7 times. It's still your birthday.
You called an ex on their birthday?
Yeah, of course. It's their fucking
No, of
birthday.
course.
Hello? I want you to know.
Well, maybe you're on good terms with your ex. That's
No, I'm
different.
not.
Oh, so then, hey,
Hey.
definitely don't call them any day.
Hey, it's been a while. It's been 1 year.
Women are mental.
Crazy.
Literally insane, dude. I would never contact my ex.
Wait, really?
No, never.
Okay, well, you
Unless like they reached out to me and were like really going through something. Like obviously you would be there, but there's a reason it's like in the past.
Okay, what would you do about this situation?
Okay.
You you're not technically, nothing's technically ended, but you're like, look, I need some space. And it's their birthday.
No, I still wouldn't reach out.
But I just feel like that's such a horrible landmark of time. Is that the right? That's not the time frame, time mark?
Were you close enough with this person to know their birthday in the first place?
Oh, well, oh my God, yes. That's the first thing I ask on a first date. What's your birthday?
Okay.
So that question is not that valid, is it?
You're an astrology woman.
Well, no, not really. I just like
Why
to
do
know.
you ask their birthday?
I like to buy cake. I like to buy cakes for people.
Your Moonpig account must be hectic. You got like 46 birthdays saved in that thing.
Yeah, no, but I love.
I don't know. Is this a man thing? I don't know anyone's birthday.
Oh, I think it is a man thing.
I know my ma's, and that's it. And even then, Moonpig does remind me. It's like,
Does it really?
yeah, Moonpig. If you buy it's great. Moonpig. If you buy a card, you can then like it'll send recurring notifications every year through email that the person's birthday is coming up.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's perfect. Literally, it sends you an email and it goes, Rebecca's birthday is coming up. You might want to get a card. And you open the email and you buy a card and then it'll send it for her birthday. It's perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but can you tell Moonpig, hey, I'm not fucking Rebecca anymore, so stop emailing
No, Rebecca's
me.
my mother.
Okay.
So yeah, but I did, dude, I did get a Valentine's Day card, as you know, for someone. And like, obviously me and that person aren't in like a romantic dynamic
Right.
anymore. So, but now every year, Moonpig will be like, hey, Valentine's Day's coming up. Do you want to send so-and-so? And you have to just be like, Moonpig, that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, they need to catch up. Like,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you big on Valentine's Day? Is that a thing for you?
No, not really. I've been in one relationship during Valentine's Day, and that was it.
I have been pretty chaotic. I've been pretty psycho on Valentine's. Not psycho, but like I love Valentine's Day. I do. I love giving friends Valentine's Day gifts as well.
Valentine's Day?
But like friends, but or like even like any type. I love like making personalized things of like what they would like or certain things that like just like little tokens of things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had one guy give me 2 separate Valentine's Day gifts.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one, it was like the first Valentine's thing I've ever gotten.
Okay.
So I kept it. I mean,
Okay.
it was chocolate, and I've had it for 3 years.
You store it in the fridge?
Nope, I just kept it. I just kept it. It's in my cupboard because I didn't want to eat it because I'm like, oh my God, he's gotten me a present.
Is it not like dust by now?
No, I mean, my friend made me throw it away.
Yeah. That's a good friend.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
Hey, get rid of the 5-year-old chocolate. What was the second gift?
Was also chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah, and a card.
Okay, so you have a type.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, it's the same person.
I mean, chocolate's like it's a safe gift.
Yeah.
You know, flowers are a safe gift. I've
never received flowers.
I get flowers, but I don't like giving them.
You will get flowers. What'd you
No,
say?
like I will buy them because like people like them, but I don't like buying them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's like a weird symbolism thing behind it.
What do you think it symbolizes?
Because they die, like the relationship. I still do it, but like it's a thing that I'm like, it's weird that we give each other like flowers that like, it's also like you're giving someone responsibilities. It's like if someone buys you a dog, you're like, are you fucking joking me? I'm in no position in life right now to look after anything.
I love when. How are you at receiving presents? Are you?
Can you be bad at that?
Yeah, or like when like you get a present, people get a present like, oh, it's not what I wanted. But
I would never do that.
No,
I would never do that. I would genuinely be grateful for any gift, but like, I think, I don't know. I think like a gift can sometimes be like a sort of, they're kind of like a test, aren't they? Like when you get a gift, it can be a test because it's like, it kind of shows how well you listen.
Yeah.
If you get a gift. So like, I think a useful thing to do is if someone brings something up, maybe in conversation, and you're miles away from a birthday, a Valentine's Day, and they mention something they like or an interest they have, just make a wee tidbit, store it away. And then when the time comes for like a Valentine's birthday thing, be like, I have a series of things here that I at least can look at. It's like when people go, like, what do you get a guy for Christmas? And you're like, well, I'm not fucking him. I don't know what he likes. What does he like?
Well, I mean, even if you're fucking them, you still like, what do you get him? Anal? I don't know. Can you gift that?
Oh, well, surely, surely you're having conversations about things that interest you.
But I still, sometimes some like guys, I've been with guys, they just buy whatever they want. So if they want something, they just buy it. So if they're like, oh, I really want this book, buy it. Oh, I really want this technical thing, but they buy it.
Yeah, but some things like memorabilia and stuff like that, like you would never really buy it, like, Like I'm trying to give an example. So like my friend, his girlfriend bought him like a signed like Guns N' Roses record. That's not something maybe you wouldn't buy that for yourself,
right? Yeah.
But as a gift, it's lovely because it's like something he's actually into.
Yeah.
Maybe something he would have bought himself, and it shows that she knows him to a certain degree.
Right. Yeah. I know. Okay. Oh, bro, I didn't tell you this.
Go, tell me now.
Oh my God.
With people listening.
Okay. So the other day I went out.
Okay.
And this guy asked me for a drink, and I was like, oh, I was already out. So I was like, you know what? I didn't like him, but I was like, I don't go out often. So I was like, cool, let's go for a drink.
Good for you.
We go to this place, yeah. He's like, I know this place. I know of a place that we can go. It plays old pornos in these booths. And in my head, I was like, that sounds artsy. And it was exactly as he described it.
Yeah.
And
booths of porn?
Yeah, and I was like, this isn't as artsy as I thought it was going to be. This is just porn.
Yeah, it's smut.
And I'm like, oh, I can see how this would be fun to go with somebody if you were attracted to them. Like, but when you're
really? That sounds like my idea of hell.
No, I'm like, it could be like, I'm like, oh, porn playing, and like, you're attractive, but like,
hey, I'm kind of into it. Do you want to sit in a booth and watch strangers do things that I'll never be able to do to you?
No. Like, if you were seeing somebody and like I feel like that'd be a cute like date, whatever. But
watching porn.
Yeah. But like in a cocktail bar.
I think watching porn is like that's a couple of dates in type territory.
Well, I mean, yeah.
My ex had a Pornhub account.
What?
Yeah.
I will only go on Pornhub in a private browser.
Yeah, she had a Pornhub account, and I used to think that was that was one where I was like, oh shit, she's probably mental because. Like,
wait, why did you have an account?
So here's her validation of it. But I was kind of worried because I was like, dude, I know the horniest, dirtiest bastards back home. And like, these are guys that like, will send each other porn. Like,
oh, that is gross to me.
Yeah, send each other porn.
Wait,
like,
that is, men do
Mate,
that.
hey, mate, I'd have wanked to this. See what you think of it.
Men do that, and that's
no, it's not that common, but I
know men who do that.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, wait, I don't want to know what, like, my friends, that would be weird. Also, I'm very monogamous, so I'm like,
Same.
if I've enjoyed this, I don't want to share it with others, despite
Yeah.
it has 1 million views.
Oh, you're monogamous with porn?
Yeah, I'm so
Okay.
monogamous with porn.
That's
I
interesting.
watched one porn star. Did you not
Really?
know this? Yeah, one guy.
What's the porn
Ricky
star?
Johnson. He's mine. I like only I can't. It feels uncomfortable watching other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You feel like you're cheating on your porn
I feel
star?
like I'm cheating on him.
That's how I feel with my barber.
Okay.
I've been going to the same barber now for like
At least your
7
barber
years.
knows who you are.
Yeah.
My porn star has no idea who I am, and would very quickly charge me money. Well, your barber does too. But
Yeah, but he's very reasonable.
okay, so
Gifted with a pair of scissors.
Pornhub account, your ex.
Yeah, so she said her validation of it was that the algorithm kind of, feeds her stuff that they know she's going to be into. And she's able to make a playlist of her favorite porn videos. And you can share it with other users. For example, if I had a Pornhub account, she could then share her playlist and be like, just so you know, this is what I'm kind of into,
That's a level that I would aspire to be that comfortable with somebody, to be
Yeah.
like, hey, here's my account.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I'm not that knowledgeable about myself.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Sometimes I think I should be Amish.
Yeah, I mean, they have Rumspring, which looks like great crack.
What's that?
That's the year where they go mental. So, like, Amish, before they go into the community, they have a thing called Rumspring, which I think is a year, could be shorter. But, like, they just basically party.
Okay.
They do drugs, they take cat, they ride people, anything as a go.
And then then they become Amish?
Then they enter the community, yeah.
I don't think I'd need that.
You wouldn't need a year?
I think I'd just sign me up right now. There's some things in the world where I'm like, I don't love that.
I feel like I've been in Rumspring for the past 8 years.
I mean, yeah, is vaping.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that was a recent thing, but I feel like since first year of college, my life has been Rumspring.
I think I'm not wild. I remember being wild like one.
Katie, by the way, is just about to turn 30. She is not 52, despite what that sentence might say for the audio listeners.
God, like I'm hoping my voice that you don't think I'm 42.
I remember when I was wild.
No, I was like 18, 19. Like I used to kiss boys. And
Wow, slut.
And I'd have a map. I had a map, and I'd pin where if I'd find out where the boy was from, hopefully before kissing. But sometimes I'd have to search after, and I'd pin the map. And
That's very coming of age film.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a dog?
I with my lips.
You were a dog?
I like to kiss. I did. I went through a phase, but then I was also celibate.
Kissing phase, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it wasn't that exciting, but it was kind of cool. I really loved geography.
Yeah,
So-
I actually kind of like geography too.
Yeah, so it was nice being like, wow, I've been to Ghana in
Yeah.
a way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that was quite.
You kissed
fun.
a guy from Ghana?
Yeah,
It's very interesting.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I would really struggle to get with a woman from Ghana
Why?
because I live in Oma.
Oh yeah. Geography will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to kiss someone from outside of the town.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why you're in London, baby.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. And then, I think I have this weird thing where I recently just have to keep moving around. Well,
Yeah.
What am I running from? But yeah, I just keep, I keep like relocating all the time. But I feel like I found a place now that I want to be,
Yeah.
which is New York.
New York City.
Yeah.
We've heard of this.
Yeah.
We know it. We love it.
I think if you actually really like someone, you probably shouldn't fuck them on a first date.
I agree with that. But then does that ruin the I have this issue because, like people were like, we're supposed to be like, do what you want. Have fun, have sex with whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to have sex on the first date, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like the only reason that women hold out, a big reason why women hold out, is because it makes them look like a slut if they don't. It makes them higher value if they hold out more.
I don't think that. I think if it like naturally leads to that, then fuck it. Why not? But I also think that it is usually more, it's build up.
Right.
So But yeah, like sometimes on the first date, I won't even like go to kiss someone.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, this is a stranger.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't love. I've become really germophobic, so I don't like kissing.
Yeah, people are disgusting.
People are gross.
Someone got like, who was it that got like throat AIDS and died because he went down on his missus? Who was that? Someone got like, I think throat cancer because they went down on their wife and died.
Wait, and the wife was cheating?
I don't know.
Who was this?
Can't remember.
Is this fake news or
No,
Pornhub?
this is no. Someone like went down on their wife or something and then got like throat cancer. Like you can get that from oral, which is
yeah,
hectic.
you can get some stuff from oral. I've heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is terrifying.
That's really scary.
Yeah,
That's really, really scary.
but then I feel like
My worry is getting like, okay, if someone has an STI, I just don't want to get it without. Okay, if I was with somebody and he had an STI, then and I loved him. Okay, we're gonna work on this.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get it from some random person.
Yeah,
That'd be like, oh, like it's like if I was with a guy who had an STI that I loved and he gave it to me, then like that could be our thing, you know?
yeah, it's
like
our gonorrhea.
it's our gonorrhea. Yeah. But if I got it from some random person, I'd be like, oh, I have the reminder of you all the time.
Yeah, just don't suck his dick.
Yeah. Well, but he paid for dinner.
And he expects it.
He expects it. He expects it so much.
I do. Do you like dating?
No.
No?
I fucking hate it. Oh my God. I hate it.
I don't mind it. I don't even mind the bad ones.
I hate the bad ones. You know what? Because I'm so awkward. And I feel like people are like, oh, she must be a cool California gal. And I'm like, huh? That was not like me. I'm like weird. I'm like, Harry Potter, huh? Like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm just.
Yeah, but there's people that are into that.
No one's into that.
There definitely is.
No one's sexually into
there's
that.
definitely like dudes out
No.
there that if you went on a date and you brought up like Harry Potter, they'd be like, oh my God, and then like fucking just like dump all their Harry Potter knowledge on you.
No-
100%.
No one's done that.
Yes, there is. Will they exist?
Well, I don't. Where are they?
Probably at like a midnight showing of a Marvel film or something. That's where you should go.
I used to go there
Or like
a lot.
Forbidden Planet.
But then I feel like they don't take me seriously, those people, because they're like, fuck you. You've been out in the real world.
Yeah.
I feel like
You have to gain their trust.
I have to gain their trust because they don't think I'm nerdy enough.
Yeah, they
And
refer to
then
people as like you as daywalkers.
Yeah. And then I have to prove to myself. I have to prove to them, and then I'm like, you have to be so into trivia. Trivia, it's hard.
That's tough. That's tough.
It's a hard world to live. I can't just say I'm a Whovian. I have to you get all the follow-up questions.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Who's
nerds are gentlemen. Nerds will treat you right.
Will they?
Oh, yeah. Because nerds are like, you know, people that maybe weren't the most popular in school, but like kept their own friend group pretty tight. And then later in life, everyone kind of realized, oh shit, they were the real cool ones. You know?
So do you like dating?
Yeah, I do. Because like I have a legit fascination with people. I love talking to people. I love finding out people's stances. And like I've had dates before that I've went to one date, but I've actually like learned something pretty useful from that person and their experience. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I get too awkward on dates. I get so worried with what their expectation is of me, or how they view me, or like I just get so insecure.
I think the first 10 minutes my marker is usually the first 10 minutes can be pretty awkward.
Yeah.
Because they've went from like a screen to real life.
Okay, you're talking about like meeting people
Usually online dating.
Yeah.
Usually. I prefer it not to be.
Yeah.
But that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
And the first 10 minutes of a date is usually like kind of like, oh shit, this is a real person. And, you know, and I feel like you can almost spot an online date these days. I've definitely been in like a cafe or a restaurant and I've been like, these two have just met.
Yeah.
I'm an earshot of a Hinge date right now.
Yeah. So, okay. So, have you heard of these 36 questions that lead to love?
No.
So basically, there are 36 questions. They're put in 3 different sections of like the intensity, and you're meant to do those with a partner. And after you do all of them, it's meant to lead to love.
So, like, literally any person, you could just be like, answer these 36 questions, and chances are you'll form.
I mean,
some
I just think it prompts you to get deeper
Okay.
and to be more vulnerable.
Okay.
And so I used to do these on.
Yuck.
I used to do these on first dates, and then I'd never date again. And I'd be like, why does no one want to tell me?
It's probably because you bring a pot of 36 questions on a first date.
Me at spoons.
Is this a fucking job interview?
It does feel like a job interview sometimes, dating.
Dating is a job interview.
Okay, so let's read. Oh.
Oh,
What
God.
roles do love and affection play in your life?
Oh my God, I can't go back home. If I answer this, I can't go back home.
You have to answer.
That's too
this.
much. You're going to have to answer first, so I have
Okay, what roles do love and affection? Okay, so, well, I don't know. Are you a PDA person?
No,
No?
I fucking hate that. Kill them all.
Really?
Did you see that couple yesterday that were like basically fingering each other on that
Yeah,
sofa?
I saw
That
that.
is fucking disgusting. Go home and fucking thump the clam off her. Do not do it while I'm eating fries with garlic mayo, you fucking pigs. Also, no one's that hot that you're like, oh my God, I just can't keep my hands off you, and fucking touching each other's tits and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
Well,
Get a room.
What if they don't have a room?
Well, then you shouldn't be dating.
Wait, you don't like a okay?
No,
okay, that was too much. That was too much. Like,
Americans love it. I did do it for my ex-American girlfriend,
yeah,
but like, yeah, I just don't like it.
yeah,
I don't like it.
yeah. I see. I like. Are you a handhold? Are you a handhold person?
I'll hold a hand.
Yeah, I dated a guy who like. I'll hold a hand. Whoa, what a
Ladies.
man.
I'm building a wall now, though. I'm doing
Wow.
drum. I'm building that wall, dude. I'm sick of being open. The wall's being built. See you in 2028, future Mrs. McCann.
No, I dated a guy, and he was so against PDA, but I think it's because he was cheating. So he would like walk ahead of me. He would like not hold hands in public. He would like
Walking ahead's kind of weird.
yeah. It was.
I wouldn't like it if we were walking in the street and you walked in front of me.
And it'd always be like I felt like a little mouse.
Yeah.
Like, hey, wait, where you going? Like,
Wow, that's the sexiest role play I've ever heard of in my life.
Come back.
I would be a mouse and he would be someone that was working for Wall Street. It was in a rush.
Yeah, no, I did feel like an intern. It'd be like, hey, can I get your coffee? Can I wait? Woo, wait, where you going? Like it was so bad.
Yeah, you were Stuart Little.
Yeah, I was Stuart Little with my little outfit. Yeah,
Nice.
I was Stuart.
Wait, so what role do love and affection play in your life?
Love. It's a pretty vacant role right now.
Mm-hmm.
All these roles are vacant. So love, if you want to love me or be affectionate with me, then
Can we do 3 of these, or is that bad?
3.
Do you do it strictly 1 per episode?
No, my God.
Let's do 3 because I feel like I'll answer that, but I feel like that one's not a great question.
Okay. Well, this is a thing. This is maybe if you were sat here with somebody who you were gonna fall in love with, then you'd be like, well, love, the role it plays in my life.
Yeah.
And you'd be so willing to say it. But maybe not now. Love, what? Affection. Am I affectionate? Yeah. I'd say I'm affectionate. You look like you've just been told you have to go to war. Just because I've asked you, what roles do love and affection play in your life? It feels like
it, yeah. When
You're
women
like-
ask you to be open, it feels like you've been drafted. Yeah, I'm like gearing myself up for it. I'm like gripping my knee.
Yeah,
Being like, come
yeah.
on, there's something in there. One role is love. So what does affection play in your life?
I'm pretty affectionate, I'd say. I like touching. That sounds gross. Thank God I'm a woman. I like touching. I like physical touch.
Is that your love language?
No. My love language is listen to me cry.
I don't know what it is.
I'm like not good at it. I feel like I should know for Hinge.
Love and affection, what role does it play in my life? Well, I feel like the current role that love plays in my life is a factory reset button, whereby my life is so peaceful, so zen, simple life. I lead the life of like a Labrador at like a rich MILF's house.
Yeah.
But every 4 years, every presidential term, I always get nervous around election time. A woman will appear in my life, and she will obliterate everything. Everything. And then we continue the cycle. And then I'm like, maybe this year's president will be a good one. Maybe they're actually going to make a change. No, just terrible every time. That's the current role it plays in my life. Factory reset button. Affection. I'd say I'm affectionate.
Okay.
Not like MDMA level affectionate, but like, you know, I will tell people, I'm like, hey, I'm grateful that you're a friend of mine.
Love doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give people their roses while they're here.
Yes.
Life's finite.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. The way you answered that first question worries me about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. All
right. What's the next one? I'll answer this one first this time. I'll be brave. Oh God, I can already tell this is a terrible one. Go ahead.
This will be for the Patreon. If you were to die, this is morbid. Okay. If you were to die this evening, imagine me asking this on a date.
I'd be phoning the police.
If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone.
Okay. Does it get worse or?
What would you most regret having not told someone? And why haven't you told them yet?
Yeah, this is way too much.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's
Pick
a lot.
another one. That's a lot.
Just men not ready to be vulnerable.
No, that's way too much.
Oh, that's way too
crazy.
much. It's like, what was it?
I thought this was gonna be like, you know, do you like chocolate out of the fridge or room temperature?
These lead to
And it's like, fucking, if you had to die tonight and there's something burning inside you that you have yet to tell someone, why don't you just tell it right now, you pussy?
I need content.
And then the guy answers and you're like, wow. What? This is like a hack. This is why divorces are going up. Because it used to be a thing of like, you fell in love with someone because they wore yellow and you like yellow. And then it would be like a real baseline thing like that. And then years and years would take place. And things like this would slowly drip out over time in a natural cycle.
Yeah.
Now, people go for a first date in Nando's and say, tell me what scares you.
Yeah.
And you're like, I've just met you.
But I'd rather that. I don't want to know someone's, like, I'll learn your favorite type of chocolate. Like, I will learn all that stuff. But I would like to know more about you. I love when people are vulnerable and like I'm able to like get to know them more. Cause I mean,
but that's scary.
Why is it scary?
Because then people can use it against you.
Yeah, but also it's like, this is what's scary is, yes, it's scary having been vulnerable with somebody and they can use it against you. And I've been in situations where it has been used against me and they've not been equally vulnerable to me. But I can go away and be like, look, they know everything, good and bad about me, and I maintained my truth. The person who I know don't really know, but I've maintained my truth. And what they're going to go on, and they're going to always know that I was that person.
Dating is like, you know that show Golden Balls?
No.
So Golden Balls is this show, and at the very end, right, there's a big sum of money, right?
Okay.
And two people are on at the end, and they have two balls.
Okay.
Right? And one of the balls says steal, and one of the balls says split.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Here's where it gets interesting. Great TV show, by the way. So two people are facing each other. If they both show split, the money is split evenly between them. And if they both take steal, nobody gets the money. But if one person does split and the other person takes steal, that person gets all the money. right? So 2 splits, money split evenly. 2 steals, they get nothing. And if one person does split and the other person does steal, the person who done steal gets all the money. And the person who split it, thinking the other person would do the same, they get nothing because they trusted them, right? So this is good. I'm proud of myself for this thought. So Golden Balls TV show, right? They get a minute or two before, like I've seen before in that fucking TV show, right, where people go, you know, I have a daughter and she's so sick, and this is like such a gift from God to like have the chance to like come on here and get this money, and it's so rough and it's been so traumatic the past 2 weeks, and listen, it's not going to be like enough for the surgery, but it'll at least be a good fraction. So I'm splitting, and I promise you I'm splitting, and I have my hand up to my father's grave, and I promise you I'm splitting.
Yeah.
And then the other person does split. This bitch did steal. She took the whole fucking thing, right? So dating's just like that. Dating's like,
But
if you,
I want to believe that it's that like that's like those are just bad people.
yes, they are.
But then where do you find
So
the
why would
good
you open
people?
to a bad person?
Well, how do you know? You don't know they're bad until after.
Exactly.
So what do you do?
I don't know, because I've been splitting since day one.
I've been splitting since day one.
But I've had the steel ball putting on me a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's terrible.
But yeah, oh my God. I mean, it's like it's so much trauma to like be dealing with. I always think going in, like I think that I give people a like small window to get into me, right? Like not physically. Well, yeah,
Fellas?
very small window. Very
Are you describing your vagina right
very
now?
small, very tight,
Tight window.
very tight. It's just like so. It's very moist window. very.
Oh wow, you might want to get that looked at.
No. It's just it's just there's so much precipitation on the window.
It's a damp window?
Yeah, it's a damp window.
Damn, you might get like pneumonia off it.
Damp dark window. But so tight. Small window for them to get into there. But once they can get into I feel like there's a few things. Like the last guy, how he got in. I didn't like him in the beginning. I was like, he's a fuckboy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a really bad set. And I had messaged, and he said all these nice things. And I'm like, he gets me.
No.
He gets me.
No.
And that was the window. That was a window where I was like, oh. Whereas like most guys, I'm like super like on like everything they say, even the nice things they say. I'm like, you're not nice. You're not really nice. You don't really like me. And I'll say that to them, and they're like, you're fucking crazy. Oh, you're beautiful. You don't really think I'm beautiful. You just want to fuck me. Yeah, we'll take the bill.
Yeah, we're splitting. We're splitting. Yeah, I split the last girl that I was talking to. I split hard because I really liked her.
But I don't even think we split. I think we just, you know what? Like, hey, hello, TV producer. I don't want to split or still. I just want to give. You know, anything that we have, that's what we do.
Well, it's a thing of like you kind of go. I don't like playing games, and I think as the older I've gotten, I'm like, this is dumb.
But the people like the games.
They do. The people love games.
They love the games,
They love
but
the games.
I don't like the games.
I know a girl who I don't know her, sorry. I know the guy that did this, but he's a little older. She's a little younger, and they were like texting at the start, and then she would do this thing where she wouldn't like reply for a few days, and yada yada yada. And this guy called her up. He just called her, and he goes, "Hey, I just want you to know, I'm too old for this shit. So I like you. If you're with it, let's go out. If you're not, see you around." And she was like, "Oh my God." And they've been dating ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I feel like more guys like to play games, but I think it means that they don't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate games.
Yeah, but both sides are bad. Like,
Yeah.
I hate it whenever girls will be like, "God, men are trash. They're just like maniacal fucking psychopaths."
Yeah.
And I'm like, Well, I've met a few from your team
Yeah.
that weren't exactly the best either.
Yeah.
People are shite.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. But it's also like, okay, when people are talking about like, oh, like men cheat or whatever, I say that because I know women cheat, but I just say that because I have been like, I could not fathom doing that to somebody. I genuinely could not. Like, I stay loyal to people who have specifically said, go and date other people. And I'm like, I'll save myself.
Yeah.
I'll hold out for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm going to see other people. I won't. Like, I just can't imagine, like, cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I say, like, oh, men are trash, I don't say men are trash. I mean, I do. But it's just because I'm like, I just.
Well, you're also venting. Like,
Yeah.
I get why people say it, but, like, I would never say, like, women are shite.
Right.
Because it's way too harsh of a generalization.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even like when people are like, only some men. No, it's. You vape, so you're.
It's my beige flag.
Yeah, it is.
I promise you, whatever it is, I'll answer it. And I'll answer it first.
Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share
Core memories with.
core memories.
Yeah.
Yes. Like traveling,
Mm-hmm.
trips.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that a lot. I think about, dang, I want to do a trip to Southeast Asia
Mm-hmm.
with somebody. I want somebody to be, I want to be with somebody and be like, oh my God, we both got food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I, like, for the past, this is the great thing about being single.
Yeah.
I've had the freedom to do basically whatever the fuck I've wanted for the past, like, well, since 5 years, right? So because of that, you're like, oh, I've gotten to do so many things that, like, if you had someone else involved, you'd have to, like, pass it by them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I feel like you should be trying to date someone that would want to do the same shit anyway, in a way.
Yes.
You know, to a certain extent, maybe they have some things that they can introduce you to. You have things that you introduce them to, etc. Like, maybe my lady takes me to a museum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, museums actually aren't too bad.
Right.
And then I bring her to a Motown concert. She's like, wow, the Temptations are really one of the greatest bands that ever existed. I'm like, I know. Nobody gets it.
Core memories.
Yeah, core memories.
Yeah, we talked about this. I don't want freedom. People are like, you have freedom and single. I don't want this freedom.
No,
Lock me up.
No, I love it.
Lock me the fuck up.
No, I love it. I love the freedom.
I don't like the freedom.
I will miss the freedom someday. I know, right?
I want so badly for somebody right now to be tracking where I am. I want someone to be like, why haven't you left the house? One time I was talking sexually on the phone with somebody.
Okay, Soulja Boy.
Okay. And they said, I want to impregnate you and make you stay at home and take care of the kids. And
That's the worst dirty talk I've ever heard.
I came so fast. I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I'm like, there's no way I'm a feminist. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
That's hilarious.
I was like,
is that a bit?
No, because
that should be a bit.
I'm like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I'm like, maybe he didn't notice.
Yeah, that's
me
hilarious.
being like, maybe he didn't notice.
That should be a bit.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm like, this means I don't even want to think about what that means. But there was something, but it was so specific in what it was like, impregnate you, raise my kids. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm a housewife?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
My mother was a housewife. Still is. Okay, one more question.
Okay, one more question and then we're out of here.
And we'll get out of here. Wait, you didn't finish the sentence?
What?
You want someone that you can share what with?
I can share my life with, I'd say. I really want. I find being so much time alone post-pandemic, I'm like, what's the point? Like I want I
Wow.
I want to like have someone where I can come home to and be like, this is what happened. This is what my day and da da da.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is an easy one. It's also the first question of the thing, so it's very mild.
Okay, you go first this time.
Okay, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest?
Tyler the Creator.
Okay.
Sorry, I just
Yeah.
I know you said first, but it immediately sprang to my head. Sorry.
God, I'd say Bad Bunny right now. But okay, dead?
A bit tough dinner. Hey Norm, you've looked better. Dad, I would say Eddie Kendricks. I want to hear all the gossip from the Temptations days.
I would talk to Selena Quintanilla. And I would say, why the fuck did you trust that bitch? I wouldn't say that. I'd be like, oh my God. You want to do one more or no?
Yeah, do a really intense one.
Okay. Well, I don't know because I've chopped them up.
Wait, I'll pick one.
Okay, that's a good idea. Oh my God.
Oh, this is right up my alley.
Okay.
Because of my phone cover.
Okay. Uh-oh.
If you knew that in 1 year you were going to die suddenly, what would you change about the way that you're currently living and why?
I would live with less fear. I would go and I would date and I would try and I would have sex with the people who I'm like, oh, maybe it's logistically too complicated. Like I would go and I would be crazy, I think. I'd also like spend all my money. Like, I mean, I kind of do, but I would go to all the places I want to go.
So you do know you don't have to die to do that. You can just do that.
Is this your podcast?
Yeah. Welcome to Friendly Reminder of Aaron McCann. The friendly reminder is you're going to die someday, folks.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That might have given me a format for my own podcast.
Oh, wow. Great. I'm glad.
If I knew I was going to die 1 year today, I think, yeah, you would just be like super reckless. Like you wouldn't care as much.
Yeah.
I think I would just upload more content. I would.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
I would.
I would hustle. I would get into the grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I'd just be very honest with people. Although I feel like I am, but like certain little things where you're like, yeah, that requires a terminal illness to let that one out. Or 16 status. Yeah, I'd go to every place that I wanted to go. I would take out a credit card. I would max it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like send nudes to people on Instagram that, would never communicate with me.
Really?
Yeah. Like I'd probably send a dick pic to Selena Gomez and be like, well, she's probably never going to see it, but she might. And then I'll be dead.
Wait,
anyway.
how bad is it that by the time she gets it, she's like, oh my God, that's the perfect dick. I want this dick.
I mean, listen, I'm not.
And she responds and it's like, sorry.
I'm already not the most confident guy, but I would say that if Selena Gomez saw my dick, her reaction would be like how your reaction would be when you look at 99% of like memes on Instagram where you're like, that would be her reaction.
Her reaction.
Yeah. She would be a bit brief for her nose heavy. That'd be it.
All right. Well, look. Thank you so much for being on this podcast.
It's been real. I appreciate it.
Do you want to plug anything?
Yes, if you want to come to my show, when's this going to be released?
You know what? No one knows, but so plug whatever you want.
Well, if this is out before the end of the month, I do have the Waterfront Hall on the 24th of June, 2023. And if this is released years after that, I'm hopefully living my best life.
Yeah.
This will be a nice time capsule.
Yeah.
And yeah, at McCann Comedy on Instagram.
We love that. We love you. And thank you so much. And
Thank you so much, Katie, for having me. I appreciate it.
well, thank you for being on my podcast.
Of course.
Have a great day. See you in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go now. Bye.
Bye.